Hi, thank you for tuning in. In this recording, I'm going to go over some of the energies that we can be feeling right now during this full moon transition into the eclipse. Like I had mentioned in my solstice clearing, a lot of masks are going to be falling off, lots of veils being lifted, and things just coming up to the surface to be healed, purged, or released. Allowing this to come up isn't always easy, but do your best to let it come and just go with it, go in it, sit with it, let it come up and out so you can release it. If it's a purge it out. You want to use the tools that work best for you, and knowing what works best for you. If the energy is asking for you to cry, let yourself cry. Let yourself release the energy in whichever way without any judgment on how it wants to be released. There's going to be a lot of anger being felt, I feel, through the collective. Lots of anger. If you're a twin flame, your twin flame is also feeling lots of anger, almost to the point of rage. This you can be feeling as well. They're going to be going through a major process and shift, as are we. Fighting with the higher aspects. A lot of the, the 3D selves is fighting with the higher aspects of love. Lots of signs of twin flames is going to continue to increase. Lots of numbers, lots of synchronicities. Even if you're not a twin flame, synchronicities are going to be on the rise. I got lots of union messages when I was in San Francisco this past weekend. So, and like no turning back, no U-turn. There was nowhere else to turn but union. So that was a huge confirmation for me that I would like to share here as well, because all of these messages that we're getting, it is here for us to share with each other, and also so we can step into these new frequencies, these new energies. So if you're getting anything, please share it on some type of platform or something. Share it. Some of the energy, you're going to feel like you're going backwards, but there's no going back. There's just going forward. Some of the thoughts for some are going to be extremely loud, louder than others, because there is a layer of the subconscious that is being emerging right now. So the thought forms are going to be like, but then that'll kind of settle after a while. So do a lot of meditations, or you can travel with your thoughts, depending on what tools work for you. Please keep in mind that everybody is in a very unique signature. We're all made very uniquely, and what works for one person, and I've said this many times before, won't always work for another. Say you're really good at meditating, and that's great if you are, and that's what works for you. Yeah, that's your main tool, that's your go-to, that's amazing. But that's, and that will come eventually too. If the more you're on your spiritual path, the more you'll need to meditate. But if you're at a different level right now, meditation may not work for you. So do what works for you. And you can meditate in many different forms. Golfing, exercising. There's many different forms of meditation that's out there. So you find what is your meditation and do that. Do your clearings. Use whatever works. We are now at this energy, and we're customizing the energy for ourselves. So use what works for you. How do you, in your unique signature, tune into spirit? How do you tune into your own answers? How do you turn into your inner realms? Use what works for you. But go inside to check with yourself inside, internally, every day. There's going to be a lot of people with a lot of messages coming out, I feel, soon. So use your discernment as well on what is like, you're like, okay, yes, that is true. That's a little iffy, or that doesn't sit right with me. So, just that transition of energy that is happening with a lot of people are going to be coming on board online with new type of messages. So please just use your discernment on what is true for you and what isn't. So discernment is key here. Trusting the self. The more you trust yourself, the more you trust your intuition, the more your inner self trusts you, the more confidence is going to be coming online. This is a process that is happening. So what you're going through right now is this major purge, this intense purge happening within the physical, mental, emotional bodies, and which is allowing more light codes to come in. More light codes come in, more trust comes into you. We go through a lot of mistrust too during these times. The heart opening, the heart opening within the heart chakra, there could be lots of flutters, almost like an anxiety type of energy. That's the heart expanding and opening. It's different than a panic. It's not a panic attack. It's just like, okay, there's energy here, there's a vibration here, and it's opening up the heart chakra. So that when the front of the heart chakra opens and then the back opens, that's two different types of energy. When the back fully opens, it's just like this nice flow of energy that can really filter through. If you're getting stuck energy in the back, so lots of Kundalini activations as well with this new energy. If you're getting stuck energy in the back, try to breathe through it, breathe the energy up, do some breathing techniques to get that energy up. We want the energy going up the spine. So we don't want to push it down. We want it to rise up. So you're doing breathing, breathe it up. Okay, so breathe it up. Even if you need to squeeze your yoni, squeeze your anus muscles, just like breathe it up and keep it up at the head and then let it go. Okay. I do have some of these breathing exercises, not a lot, but some. Go check out the solstice clearing. There's lots of breathing coming into the body, being centered into the body. Those type of practices is going to be really good for you right now. So breath work, also prayers, working with the moon energy, working with it correctly. So you could be putting your crystals out, your moon water out, so you could receive the blessing of the moon. This moon is going to help get you going. It's going to call things out on other people that are around you, that you can feel that energy. You would be able to feel it. You'll be able to feel even deceiving energies or manipulation type of energies. You're going to be able to see it. It's going to be very clear. And trust it. Trust your intuition. If you're around somebody and they're like rubbing you the wrong way, trust it. We do trigger each other. The triggerings assist for more expansion and growth happening within the body. So, triggers are going to be happening. This happens with the energies moving and things just kind of falling apart, stuff like that. This stuff happens with the energies. As far as the twin flames go, they are, like I said again, I just feel like repeating this a little bit. They are seeing themselves. They're seeing the mini masks that they're wearing. If someone is around them that has been in this like really a manipulator, they're calling it out. Even if it is them or of energy that is around them and that's been a manipulation energy, they're going to call it out on themselves, and they're going to call it out within whoever it is. If it's a physical person in their life, they're going to call it out on them too. They're just going to see it. It's going to be really clear. So those of you who get worried if your twin flame is on substances of any kind, drinking, any other type of medicine that they may be taking, the higher self, the higher aspect is going to be working through these substances. So there's no need to worry about that. That this is going to be stronger and stronger and stronger, so more potent type of energy that is going to be seen when using these substances. So there's no running. there's no running, there's nowhere to go. Like the sign said, union, 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 no going back, no turning any other way but union. So very clear message there. Try to get plenty of rest. If you're called by the moon, sit with the moon. Get your moon beams, get your moonlight, let your body just feel that moon energy. And I like to do little rituals during the full moon, so I'll probably do a little something. And anyways, have a happy full moon. And I hope I hope you're riding these energies with grace and ease. But if you're not, it's okay too. Keep riding them, keep doing your best, and feel it. Just don't ignore yourself. See what's coming up. Be there for yourself. Be your best friend during this time. Be there for you. Walk with yourself, talk with yourself, hug on yourself as you're going through some really tough energies. Some can be going through some tough energies during this time. So anyways, thank you. Many, many blessings.